One thing you have to get good at is something we call assignment selling. And this is a huge part of virtual sales, because assignment selling is a vehicle to make sure that your prospect is well educated before you speak with them. Not only well educated, but that they don't have the same objections, the same concerns, the same fears, the same worries as they did before. And therefore, they're much more open and sometimes more reasonable than they would be otherwise. And now assignment selling is really making sure that the things that could be accomplished before that meeting do get accomplished. The philosophy behind this was actually born again at river pools and spas, where they knew that if the prospect was educated to a certain point, that the sales call would be dramatically shorter and they'd have a higher likelihood of closing the sale. These are things like, do they know if they need a heater for their pool or not? Do they know if they need a cover for their pool or not? Helping them make these decisions before the sales appointment even happens. Assignment selling, though, is just a method of using content to educate people before you meet. So this could be things, what your assignment selling really is how that meeting would go, what they need to know before that meeting, and maybe just things about your sales process that they should know. You could take an hour and a half meeting and cut it down to a half hour. If you let that other half of that education, things like that, you let the prospect do that on their own. There's no shame in asking them to do that. If they're serious about buying whatever you have, then they'll do it. But the way you ask really matters